Okay, so the next question is what type of discipline program would you implement in your classroom? So for me, I personally, as an educator, I would use a proactive disciplinary approach as opposed to a reactionary disciplinary approach. What I mean by that is I want to prevent behavior problems from occurring rather than responding to them once they have occurred. So on the first day, it's always good to establish that positive rapport with students to try and eliminate behavior problems, get to know their names, greet them at the door, get to know their interest, invest a personal interest in them, get to know, their family life, their backgrounds. That way, you're getting to know them and they're going to feel comfortable with you and they're not going to feel defensive if you have to discipline them. So that's my first thing. It's just getting to know students on a personal level and using a proactive disciplinary approach. I believe that, preventative management strategies are always about, setting high expectations for all students, encouraging students to self-regulate for themselves, right? Using the zone of proximal development to make lessons that are going to be engaging for students, right? Because usually when lessons aren't that engaging, that's when we get misbehaviors in the classroom. And when I was supply teaching in a lot of classrooms, I would use a chart, like a visual, and I would have students' names written on the board, and I would provide stars to students who were staying on task, and I would erase stars for the students if they were not staying on task. However, I always gave those students the option to earn those stars back. And students really liked it because they could see the positive reinforcement on the board, and it made them feel motivated when they would get stars for doing their work and staying on task and behaving in the classroom. So, just like that positive reinforcement, encouragement, and not embarrassing students, in front of their peers if they're misbehaving, doing private conferences with them, using a calm approach. I think a lot of teachers think, yelling at a student is going to stop the misbehavior. Hey, so all right,